Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Powers past him at midfield. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Take Bigsby. 65 yards. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
God, tell you what. Obama.
Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, there's a diving catch. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
Super.
Now Goff. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Over the middle, he's got to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Lions first down.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action.
180. What's up?
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
Hey, you okay?
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Did you get you something to eat?
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay. I will help too. What she said.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence.
We'll do it.
Like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field.
I can pull a trailer out. I can get somebody to pull it. My cousin got trailers and shit. We can pull trailers out. If it's that serious.
Inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Yeah.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up
What you gonna eat?
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end.
Ew. My nephew worked that big.
Tackle or two, wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. It's Barkley on the counter.
No, I'm just saying it make you poop. It'd be good though. I like it.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts. He'll try and do this himself. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A first down carry for Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 13. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll be in search of 6 yards
I
here
got you.
on
I'm
third
good.
down. This is now the
I
9th
got your
play of the
back.
drive. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
A gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Let's go now.
At the 6-yard line.
65.
Here's Barkley. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fuck, I just missed the tip. Oh,
No
God.
chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. And this will remain
Look
a
what Fatty about to
one-touchdown
eat.
game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, cut. 180. Rick Flair.
Ooh, I just caught myself.
He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Gibbs. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 59 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and we're on time at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
A 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Go! Like it, hey, kid, go!
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll set up a throw. He'll try to do it himself. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had it because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind.
I can help you set up too.
But he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Huh.
Short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over.
Can you like pause it?
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown, but no.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Grant Calcaterra from 10 yards out. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Lions 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
For Jamison Williams.
Here's second and 10.
The coverage by Nakobe Dean.
Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
By
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
And 17 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 60 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes second down. Give to Bigsby on the option. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Hutchinson on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll drop the throw. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Bigsby will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
White plane!
Now gone. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready? Rocco 80.
And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
18. And an Eagles 1st down.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Quit cheating!
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go tonight.
There's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Tonight.
Goff. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now short.